Good evening. Hello, hello. It's been a while. How are y'all doing? Yeah, happy Thursday. I think it's been probably been more than a month now since the last sound bath, but lovely nevertheless for whenever I do feel the call, and tonight is one of those nights I do feel the call. If it is your first time here, my name is Yunoya. I am a monk VTuber that does meditation, sound bath, whatever I feel like, whenever I feel like. So tonight, I don't think there's necessarily like a plan besides the usual, but whatever I feel called to, it can happen. And what's been going on in my life recently? I've been chilling at home. I've been really deep into binging some K-dramas, sort of resting, integrating, especially after Burning Man. I think last month around this time, actually, I was leaving to Burning Man. So it's crazy that it's already been like close to a month. But yeah, like, I don't know, it was such a life-changing sort of trip with lots of lessons. And I think the space to sort of just be with that and not have to feel like rushed, not having to feel productive, not having to feel any sort of obligations or responsibilities to, I don't know, push forward, and instead just slow down, rest, integrate. Hello, Taylor. How's it going? How are you doing tonight? Hope you're well. I saw that you're having your debut tomorrow. I don't my keyboard's like really in an inconvenient place, but let me throw you a shout out. Okay. All right. So yeah, Taylor's getting a new model tomorrow, or they're debuting tomorrow. So that's wild. That's a big step. That's a big moment. We love the debuts. Do you have anything big planned for it? Like, not that you have to have anything planned for it. I think sometimes with the debuts, there's like this like huge expectation to do like these like big crazy things, but honestly, you just show up. That's all you need to do. I saw the model. It's really, really cute. Nothing planned but chaos, and that's just how it should be, Perfect. All chaos is enough. You don't need to do anything more than that. Just be you with your chaos, and we're here to accept you in your fullness, your wholeness, just as you are. I'm a do a little manifestation for you, actually. So may Taylor have a most wonderful debut tomorrow. May Taylor have a most wonderful debut tomorrow with the most lovely audience, so they can show themselves to the whole wide world. May Taylor have a delightfully fun, delightfully amazing debut with lots of laughs, lots of joy, lots of chaos, all as planned, all as well. Let it be so. Hello, Alea. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for the head robes. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, yeah, tonight we got sound bath, chilling. Maybe just start off with a meditation, unless there's any other sort of updates any of y'all have in your lives you would like to share. You're good? How's it going? I'm good too. I've been chilling since I got back from Burning Man. I've just been like really taking it easy, sort of integrating those lessons, just like being with slowness, just sort of observing how I'm like feeling, how I'm sort of reacting to sort of things. And then luckily work isn't so busy. And what else is there? Oh, been watching lots of like K-dramas. I got so deep into Queen of Tears, if any of you are familiar with that. It's so good. It is so good. Kim Seo-han and Kim Ji-won are the main leads. They are beautiful, and their performances are amazing, and the whole theme of it too is just like married couple learning to fall in love with each other again, just like trying to deal with conflict. There is some tropey stuff going on, but at the same time, it's really beautiful. I thoroughly enjoyed that journey, and like each episode was like an hour and a half long, so it felt like watching like 16 movies in a row. Oh my god! When I get hooked, I get hooked. And aside from that, not much going on otherwise. This weekend, I'm going to a music festival with some friends. I'm excited for that. And then, oh, actually, I do have stuff going on. After that, I'm going to Dallas to visit one of my friends. And then after that, I'm going to LA for like a work offsite, but then also to visit some friends. And then after that, I have a little bit of a break. And then after that, I'm going to Peru for a month. So I'm super stoked for Peru. Peru. I don't know if I can actually talk about this on Twitch. It's probably fine. But yeah, there's a plant medicine ceremonies that I'm sort of gonna go along with. Someone I met at Burning Man does these like ancestor trainings and like plant healing ceremonies, plant medicine ceremonies. So I'm gonna go on that little adventure, do lots of healing there. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer, just sort of like check out Peru. I've never been to South America yet, so that'll be exciting. You've been bested, Mono? No, you're always first. You're first in this moment. Every moment is a new chance to be first. It's okay though. How are you doing, Mono? Well, yeah, that's what's going on. So lots of exciting things actually coming up. And then I've also I made a bunch of shorts too. I had like a good batch of them. So I'll start posting them. I'm asking some friends for some feedback on them. I like studied a couple of shorts and sort of did my own, trying to like figure out my style. So I'm trying to like figure out the whole, let's see, like make some sort of like meditation-y sort of content, but in a shorter, digestible way, right? So I did some writings. I think I streamed one of them or two of them before where I was like writing it. And so I recorded them, I edited them. They're fairly simple. I hope they're engaging enough or interesting enough, but I think they're kind of neat. I think my writing is neat at least. But in any case, all is good. How about we just jump into meditation? Let's find a passage. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, so this one is titled Rituals. When we do something deeply and authentically, it becomes a real ritual. When we pick up a glass of water and drink it, if we're truly concentrated in the act of drinking, it is a ritual. When we walk with all our being, investing 100% of ourselves into making a step, mindfulness and concentration become a reality. That step generates the energy of mindfulness and concentration that makes life possible, deep and real. If we make a second step like that, we maintain that concentration. Walking like that, it looks like we are performing a rite, but in fact, we're not performing. We're just living deeply every moment of our life. Amazing. So, what's coming up for me after reading that is just how can you live every moment and be so fully 100% there with every single part of yourself? Like, how can you show up with your whole self and be fully there, embodying everything, everywhere, all at once? And with that embodiment, just sort of absorb or flow with life, right? And it feels like a grand sort of like statement or a grand gesture. But if you're able to do that every single moment, if you're able to be present, if you're able to just be, and that is just like the greatest possible way to live. And I think the tricky part is that a lot of us, we go through life, we're sort of in like an automatic mode, or we're reacting to just all the different responsibilities, or just like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But if you can just sort of slow down and just take it all in and bring your full awareness to whatever it is in front of you. So that means not worrying about the future or wondering about the past or just being sort of like lost in your mind. Instead, you're just fully here, fully present for what's in front of you. Then that's just like such a beautiful, beautiful world, a beautiful reality to be a part of. Because the moment is in front of you, you're showing up with your fullness and giving it everything. So I wonder if we can do that. In life, I think we're trying to figure that out, right? We're trying to unlearn all the things that we sort of accumulated and show up for that possibility. It's hard, it's challenging, but that's just the journey of life. Let's do a little meditation with that in mind. I think today's meditation, I want to make it more of like an intention setting, you know? So if you're a part of this, if you're joining this, my name is Yunoya, and welcome to this little meditation where we're going to be setting some intentions. Sit comfortably wherever you are. You can begin to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Let that air come into your stomach. We hold and we let it out. Notice everything come to sort of a stillness. And then we take one more deep breath in. We expand our wholeness. And then we let go. And you can continue breathing at your own pace and tune into this voice. And so today, let's set an intention for living fully, living wholly, living just as we are, with our full being. How can we show up for the present? What does that mean? What does that look like? And let's just throw away all these different mental stories about what we think it looks like. Because when we're wondering what that life is like, it's kind of funny, or actually not here. You're in a little imagined land. And imagination serves its purposes. But the intention here is to just be here. To be with this moment. To take it all in. To breathe with it. What's happening in this moment? And how can we touch it more closely? We listen to the sound of the water, the warmth, the textures of my voice, listening to the stillness of the air or the environment we're in, being with all of that. And we just observe without judgment, knowing that all this is only happening right now, right here, right now, not at any other time, only this time. And we listen a little more closer, a little more closely. We might begin to notice something we hadn't noticed before. Maybe it's a little vibration, an energetic shift, or even a sort of rhythm to how it all flows. Moves around, swirls, takes its time, speeds up, slows down. But it's all right here, right now, nowhere else. And so we savor it. We take it all in. This is what it means to enjoy the peace. To give yourself that peace. The peace that's already been here, that's been waiting for you. You didn't have to go find it. You didn't have to work for it. Instead, all you had to do was just be here and listen and observe. For this is what it means to be living. This is the art of living, of noticing, of understanding, and just being. No doing, no working, no striving, no running, just being. Being with the present, being with your wholeness, being with the universe. This has always been here, and you can always access it just by slowing down and setting this intention. So in the future, you can set this intention too, to come back to peace. It is always, always, always accessible. And the more you listen, the more you sit, the more you observe, you'll touch liberation. And oh, how beautiful liberation is. Because it's already here. Just like peace. Just like you. Be here now. Be here now. Be here now. Let us finish off with 3 deep breaths. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One last time. And out. And slowly open your eyes. And you're here. Thank you for joining me in that little meditation. You'll now begin the sound bath. You can just relax. If you've never been part of the sound bath before, I have with me antique singing bowls, and I just sort of play with them. I'll chat along with chat too. So you're welcome to ask questions or talk about your day, whatever that comes up. Ask for manifestations. But it's mostly here just to relax. Welcome, Ice Boy. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for the kind words and wishes. Hello, Ethereal. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Doing wonderfully. It's a lovely night for a sound bath. Thank you for the follow. Very, very appreciated. Hello, Fai. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Hope you're well. Do any of y'all have anything planned for the weekend? Tomorrow's Friday, right? You're shaking me. Whoa, where'd that come from? Don't shake the monk. Oh no, again. All these young whippersnappers can't keep up with them TikToks. Oh yeah. Oh, the head rub is like looking kind of funny. Oh. Hi, Hydrate, hydrate. Thank you, thank you. What are you manifesting, Ethereal? I can help you with that. We do manifestations in the channel. Doma, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, be safe. Take care. Yeah, I hear the hurricane's pretty rough. I saw like a video of like the flooding, so stay safe. I appreciate you coming by, saying hi, even though you have no power. Actually, I'll send a little manifestation for you. May Doma and everyone in Florida or about to be able to be hit by this hurricane, may they be safe, may they be sheltered, may they not go hungry, may they be warm. May those about to experience this hurricane be safe with their families, their loved ones. May damages be minimal, and may everyone be held and taken care of. May Mother Nature show us the messages we need to be listening. May we take solace in the cycles of the earth, of the weather, of the climate. And may this hurricane pass through, but may we also work and learn through it. Stay safe, Doma. I mean, if you're still on campus, if that's where you're at, hopefully they should have things to take care of y'all. I mean, it's something that happens every year, right? So I gotta be prepared. Hitting Florida like a crazy cat, getting hit with a water spout every now and then. Oh my god. It's chaotic. Can't evacuate campus here at home. Okay. Well, you're with your family, so that's good. Stay safe. Hopefully your family's prepared. You have enough food, water. I've never been through experience a hurricane, but I have experienced typhoon. I don't know if, I think they're kind of similar. That's like an Asia thing, typhoon. Actually, I'm gonna look it up, the difference between a typhoon and a hurricane. Oh, they're the same thing. Typhoon is just for Asia, and then hurricane is just for Americas. or where it's the Atlantic versus the Pacific. Interesting. Played soccer during a typhoon. That was pretty crazy. Not the smartest thing, but it was a lot of fun. Big Ham Raid! Hello, hello! Welcome, Raiders! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the lovely, lovely raid. Hello, Big Ham. Hello, Netlexia. How are y'all doing? You're playing Oddworld, AB's Odyssey? How was that? How was TwitchCon, by the way? I think you went, right? I think I saw pictures of that. By the way, hello everyone. My name is Yunoya. I am a monk VTuber. I do meditations, and right now we are doing a sound bath. So I have with me these singing bowls. bowls, and you just sort of like chill and relax to the good vibes. If there's anything going on in your lives where you would like a manifestation, you can let me know, and we can just sort of like send our collective energy to there. Make those intentions come true. You went, but you got sick, so you're suffering now. Oh. Well, I hope you get better. I hope you recover and send you all the good health. Your body is resilient. It is working through these pains. And perhaps it is also trying to teach you something. So I hope you can listen closely to whatever your body is trying to tell you in these moments. If you need a rest, you may go on ahead and head off to sleep. I know it's probably quite late, especially after streaming. For everyone else, I shall take care of you. You just sit back and relax. Actually, since you all just came in here, I forget to do these. It's been a while, but let's just all get on the same page over here. Take a nice deep breath together. It's my little vibe check, you know, because you came from all the wonderful energy that was Big Ham stream, but over here it's a little different. And it's for us to just sort of like, you know, tune in, see where we're feeling, see where we're at. So sit comfortably. You may close your eyes if you find that helpful. Take a nice deep breath in. We hold, let our belly expand, and then we let it all go. Take another deep breath in. We hold, and then we exhale. Start letting go of that tension and just being with this stillness and this calm that you can always access. One last deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then shake it all out. Hope you feel a little better after that. When you're ever feeling a little stressed, a little tense, just a couple deep breaths can always make you feel better. Sorry about that. Whoa. See, the problem with my desk setup is that it's way too small for how large these bowls are. Like, I can't even reach my keyboard. And so the bowls are pretty close to each other, so if I make like the wrong move when they collide with each other, it's just like wasn't too loud. Okay, I'm glad. It's like, just checking. Yeah, you're awake. If you're sleeping, you're awake now. No sleeping. The ASMR stream. Thank you for the follow, Bibinka Bear. I like the sound of that, Bibinka. Bibinka. Hello, Sally. How are you doing? What's going on for you tonight? Right? It is so soothing. When I had my first sound bath, I was like, oh my god, I love this. And then I've been like wanting to get a set of bowls for a very long time. And eventually I did get my own set of bowls. And these are all like antique bowls as well. Antique bowls from, what is it called? Nepalese, Bangladesh. Hello, admin from YouTube. It's a very suspicious name, admin. Yeah, they're the real deal. So, what's very common with a lot of singing bowls as well, there's different types. You have like the crystal ones. Those ones are very popular. They're like cheaper, and as well as a lot more like uniform too. I think they're also prettier in some sense if you like doing colors, etc. And thank you for the follow, by the way. But obviously they're more like modern or newer, right? And something for me that really attracted me to these bowls in particular, or these antique ones, is that they carry a lot of history. Like some of these bowls are definitely like over 100 years old. So I think they carry with them like a lot of like wisdom or like stories. Like they've been storing this energy over the last 100 years or so. And as I get to play them like this, I'm sort of releasing them out, right? And I think that's like a beautiful image. And like a beautiful story I tell myself too. But also they each have their own sort of like unique like timbre and sounds. Like I actually have one bowl here that isn't an antique, so I can play this bowl, and I don't know if you'll be able to like tell, but it has a very sort of like precise sound. And then if you compare that with that sound, like there's more like overtones and undertones, and also because it's aged, like it's not a perfect sort of sound either. And just with the different bowls, like the way they've been made too, they have like different shapes to the sound. I think like if you close your eyes and you listen to it being played, it's really fun to sort of just like kind of drown or like bathe in it, right? Maybe not drown, but bathe in the sort of textures. Hello, Poe the Ghost Girl. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Think you can kind of hear it? Yeah, I think I can kind of hear it too. Sometimes I don't, but maybe sometimes I can. Sometimes it's really obvious depending on like the bowl, where it's just like, oh, it's just like you only hear like one note, But actually when you play these, there's sort of like several notes that are happening at the same time, and they all sort of like blend with each other, and it's not perfect. And like just with one bowl, I can play with it to like have multiple types of sounds come out, right? So this big one with like that huge bass, like whoa, 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 and you can like hear like the sort of the sine waves or whatever, like whoa, 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 whoa. It like starts to like speed up, and then I can play it again with a different mallet, and now I get like a lot higher sound out of it, but it's also still playing that lower bass register. And then I can also try to like aim for something maybe a little bit more in the middle. So yeah, lots of cool things you can do with the bowls. And they come in different shapes, sizes, so they're all doing their own different things. Glad to finally get your live stream. They're usually doing your evening hours. Oh, glad you can make it. Yeah, I stream a little bit too infrequently, but when they're on, they're on. I think my life just has too much traveling going on. The last one was like a week ago when I talked about Burning Man, and then before that was maybe like 2 weeks before that. But I think since the last sound bath was probably a month. You love the singing bowls asset? It's just like a Google image I pulled from Google search. I actually have a commission for some bowls that are being drawn, and then it might be animated too, being worked on. But they're in like no rush to be made either. The artist is quite busy, so I'm gonna take their time. It's a nice visual. Thank you. I'm also having like getting assets of like my arms like playing the bowls too, or holding it up. So I think that'll be kind of cute. Yeah. The streams are just a little, it's hard to be consistent just with all the traveling. Next week I'm going to Dallas for a week, and then the week after that I'm going to LA for another week. And then I also just confirmed that I'm going to Peru for a month in November. I'm really excited for that trip, oh my god. Have any of y'all been to Peru? Peru. Have fun traveling. Yeah, thank you for the wishes. I think it'll be a great time. And I love just like when I come back from the travels, I can share with chat like all my travel adventures, all the things I ate, the sights I saw, the stories. Have any of y'all done some traveling recently, or travels coming up? Or anywhere you want to go to? So like I haven't been to South America, but this will be the first South America trip, which makes me really stoked. going to Peru, Sacred Valley. But I'm going for like a month, so I'll probably hop off in different parts. But the main thing I'm going for is in Sacred Valley. Will be a plant medicine ceremony, ancestor training, healing sort of thing. So someone I met at Burning Man facilitates these sorts of ceremonies, and they work with like the locals, and it's also just like all like POC queer like people attending, or just like it's for that sort of like audience. And then like I met the shaman, woman, or ceremonialist, whatever. Super cool story and everything. So it just like happened after Burning Man, and I was like, oh, this opportunity, I want to go, so I'm going. Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to explore for a long time as well, and just wanted to wait for like the right opportunity to just to like do it right, you know? Like you can do like these sort of plant ceremonies like in the States or whatever, but sometimes depending on like who it's held by or whatever, it's like you wanna respect the medicine. Have you been to Peru? I think you have like a Brazilian flag, right? On your profile? You're Brazilian? Your last major travel event was to Japan. Ah, Japan's great. Which parts did you go to? I've been several times. Last year, I was in Japan for a month. And I spent most of my time in Osaka, but I've been to Tokyo, I've been to Hokkaido, Sapporo, Kushiro. It's gone different parts and places of Japan. You do? Haha, Brazil! What's the... Excuse me if I get this wrong, but I feel like I saw something and like something like vamos. Is that Brazilian or Portuguese? I don't know. It is? Okay. I don't want to get it wrong. Vamos! Yeah, and I was in Portugal earlier this year for a month too, and I met some Brazilians there as well, and like they're saying how like Portugal Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese is like completely different. Like they sound so different. Like you can kind of understand because it's like the same words or something, but something about I guess like the accent or the dialect. Major Tokyo area only. Jam-packed 10 days, no rest, had a blast. Yeah, Tokyo's you can spend forever in Tokyo and not do it all. It's just such a big city with so much to do. I'm personally not the biggest fan of Tokyo. It's just like too crazy for me. Like this year or last year when I went, I actually got kind of sick of it. I had a lot more fun in Osaka, or just like going to the nature area. I went to Hakone as well. Hakone is like where all the hot springs are, or like one of the hot spring villages. Leishan, hello. Welcome in. How are you doing? Throw a... Oh my... Okay. My keyboard is too far away. Shout out for Leishan. Leishan is a crazy talented music producer, making some crazy sounds on like, especially like the hard techno, hard trance sort of sound, if you're into that. Incredible stuff. That's fair. It's your first time there, so try to group chat in Silken City. Yeah, no. I mean, it's your first time. Like, you just, like, you gotta do it. I think after so many times too, like, you sort of figure out, like, oh, what do you like, or what do you want more of? So, when you go back again, like, you know a little bit more now of, like, what you're enjoying, and then you can find more of that, or you know, like, the cool areas, or the places you want to hit up next, or what you missed out on, or the more things you want to do more of again, you know? Kyoto is beautiful as well. Like, there's no other city like that with just, like, the history and architecture is insane. I think it has too many tourists, but it's great. It's like my sort of vibe when I travel. I like going to, like, more undiscovered or just, like, less touched. Sometimes if I have a chance, I'll, like, rough it up a bit, you know, like, be in places without much, like, infrastructure, but then more immersed with, like, nature, just, like, less popular places. That's sort of my vibe. Like, for this upcoming trip to Peru, to be honest, I don't know if I'm really that interested in going to Machu Picchu. Like, I know that's the thing to do, but then I just know it'll just be crowded. I don't like crowds. And then the way I travel now too is, like, I used to do everything in a spreadsheet, right? So, like, okay, at this time, go to this place. I'd, like, research, like, all the best restaurants and, like, have all these, like, different reviewed things, etc. But now the way I travel is just, like, no plan. Just show up in a place and then explore on your own. Just walk around. Take things day by day, whatever you're feeling in the mood for. And I think that feeling of just discovering something on your own just feels so much better. It's like, oh my gosh, like, because I didn't have, like, the schedule, or because, like, I walked off and just, like, went on my own little journey, you found this cute cafe, or you found this, like, cute little place, and, like, no one else knows about it. That just feels so special to me, personally. But everyone has their own way of travels, and I think I've just been doing it for a while, so I sort of, like, found my own rhythm of doing it. And it changes too, right? So, like, in the beginning, you travel a certain way, and then as time goes on, you figure out yourself, you figure out, like, what you enjoy, and then your style of travel evolves too. I like to try visiting shrines, museums, but too scared to go out of the city, but more of a nature area sounds like. Yeah. I think Japan is a very safe place if you get lost outside of the city. So no worries there. There are some other places where maybe it's a little trickier. Like, I don't know any... is Peru Spanish? I don't know, but maybe over there is not a great place to get lost on my own. But I had like a little bit of Japanese, so I can just, like, wander and then, like, use my broken Japanese to get around if I needed to when I was in Japan. I don't know if I've ever gotten, like, fully lost where I felt like, oh my god, like, what do I do? Like, I think I tend to stay within pretty safe confines or boundaries as well. Like, if I do some nature sort of things, sometimes it's like a hike with, like, other people, right? Sometimes you do end up in some sketchy neighborhoods though, but definitely, like, Male-bodied privilege, though, for myself personally. I've been able to get away with that, right? But in general, too, I think the countries I've gone to are, I don't know, they feel pretty safe to me, at least. I think a lot of times we hear some things in the news, but then when you actually visit the country for yourself, it's like, it's not at all as like whatever it's painted as. It's like everyone's just trying to live their own lives too, you know, in wherever these locations. I tell my mom, it's like, you should go to Mexico. But she's like terrified of Mexico because she thinks like some cartel or something will like rob her or sell her drugs or something. I don't know. I was like, no, Mexico, there's so much to do there. It's so beautiful. The food is amazing. I think too, like when you meet people, that sort of broadens your perspective on the type of people that live here and just like making just real connections, right? It's just TJ or Tijuana, it's like that. I've not been to Tijuana, but I've only been to Mexico City and Cabo, but I love those times. I want to go to Oaxaca. I hear is great. And then of the touristy places, I do want to go to Tulum. But my mom is also like terrified of Southeast Asia. I think just her impression of not first world countries terrifies her. And I'm like, no. I think they're better than first world countries, to be honest. Spend a day traveling to Machu Picchu with your friends if you could. It will happen. Trust. Set that intention, and it will come true. I'll be very close to it, but I don't know if I'll actually go to it. I don't want to deal with the crowds. And I think I want to spend more time with the plant ceremonies and stuff. One day, it shall happen. It will be so. We can do a little manifestation for you. Let's do it. Me and Lexia one day go to Machu Picchu with their friends. Me and Lexia go to Machu Picchu and have the most wonderful time exploring, traveling, expanding their worldview, eating all the yummy foods, and seeing all the amazing sights. Me and Lexia go on many trips. And on these trips, with their most bestest, loveliest, kindest of friends, may they meet people along the way, and may these journeys teach them so much. those intentions, and they shall be true. We've sent them out now into the universe. So, any moment now, they'll come true. I'm pretty sure I have like 100% success rate with these manifestations. Started off with, actually, yeah, as Leishan pointed out, the manifesting big booty tag, that came out of a manifestation. Like, someone was like, oh, I want a big booty. And I was like, yes, we will make it happen. We manifested a big booty, the most scrumptious of cakes. But other people have also manifested like getting their dream job, or getting into school, or like making some sales or deals, or like getting better. And yeah, I've had so many people come back now and be like, oh my gosh, like it came true. And I'm like, yeah, it's real. Like, you set those intentions and you just like create that energy within yourself, and then the universe responds. Big booty manifestation, yeah. Oh, and then the other one, funny one I really liked too, was someone manifested getting those apple bottom jeans, and then turn into Get Low. Shawty got the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shoulda got low. I'll retweet that later. That was a fun little short thing. You would like to manifest the girl you confess to liking you back? Why, of course, Mona. Congratulations on confessing, on sharing your feelings. It's very courageous to do. So, I'm gonna change it a little bit. It will be that intention, but I think whatever outcome shall be, it is a learning process, right? We can't change how people feel, but we can change how we feel, right? So, may Mono go through this process of learning of their own feelings and attachments about love. May they receive this wisdom as they went through the confession to the girl that they love. May Mono's feelings be responded to. May they hopefully be reciprocated. May they also be able to continue a loving, healthy friendship. If so, shall be. May Mono and this lovely, lovely girl that is the recipient of their feelings, may they be able to communicate in a healthy way. May they be able to talk honestly, exchange their feelings, and may their relationship deepen or expand. May they be able, each be able to learn and receive the messages that they need to receive. May they learn the lessons they need to be learning right now. And may they continue showing up for themselves and each other. You confessed on the 21st night of September. But again, I must commend you. It's a brave thing to do. To speak your feelings, and I hope they respond in a great way. The ham-pwned emote. I know. I love ham-pwned so much. Oh my god. I miss them, but I'm also so happy for them. To be honest, I don't think it'll ever come back in the way that I wanted to, but like her musicals, I think that's peak VTubing for me personally. And like the 2x speed musicals and everything, or when she like did all the the little assets and stuff. Like obviously so many copyright stuff like that probably can't be like done, but it's just like, oh my god, it's such peak art. Or just like when you think about like VTubing, right, like the way that we're all just like throwing up like little assets or just like moving it around, like making like a little show of that, like that is just the peak of that. Oh my god. She's so great, so creative, works so hard, and I'm so glad that she's doing so great, you know? She fucking owned it, for sure, for sure. Yeah. 21st night of September. Let me in! Let me in! To be honest, I'm like surprised, like not many other, or at least maybe I'm just not aware of it either. But not many people have done like the whole like full-on like play or like musical like type of storytelling through VTubing, you know? Like I get it, it's anime. It's like doing these sort of like animated things, or like lots of like little skits, maybe. Like even skits, it's not like not so much of it. Very few of it. There is some of like the improv stuff some people do. I think those are neat as well. But even those are few, like a little more few and far between. I suppose it's just the nature of streaming, right? It's been a while since I've seen a musical too. When was the last one I saw? Shoot, I forgot the name of it, but it was actually an off-Broadway production. It was by like all the dancers. Carrie, what was it? Keone and Mary. What was that called? I forgot. That was like right before the pandemic. Babel? I think it was Babel. Whoa! Oh my god! Hello, Raiders! Whoa! Ah! Oh my gosh, Koma! Thank you! Welcome in! Hello, Raiders! Welcome in! Welcome in! I am Yunoya. I am a monk VTuber. We are doing a sound bath tonight. Thank you so much, Koma, for sending your lovely community. I hope you've been well. I haven't seen you in a while. I've been traveling a lot, so it's been hard for me to keep up. But thank you so much. So welcome, Raiders. You know, I'm sure Koma had such like a lovely energy, but I'm gonna do like a little vibe check with you all. So we are in a different space now, and I think it's good to just kind of get on the same page, you know? So just sit comfortably wherever you are, and I want you to close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in. We hold, and then we exhale. Notice how your body feels, inviting in this calm and this stillness. And then we take another deep breath in and exhale. One more time, deep inhale and exhale. And then shake it all out. Woo! All right. Yeah, just like a couple of gentle deep breaths, you know? Just sort of like reset your body and just enter in this space. But welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the follows, Millennial Echo, Humble Kappa, Voided Eater, Ori Don't Miss. Hello, Kama. How's your stream? How's it going? What were you doing? I think you were also doing like ASMR or something? Yeah, you were. You were doing ASMR. Welcome in. But yeah, so we're doing a sound bath. So I have with me these antique singing bowls. Make these lovely, lovely sounds. And just sort of sit back, relax. You're doing good, extra EB. Go EB. No need to stay. And if anyone has anything they would like to manifest, feel free to let me know what's going on in your life. And we can just sort of set that intention together, send it out to the universe, and make them come true, you know? I have a pretty good success rate. People have manifested getting a huge booty, or getting a job, or doing well on a test, or I don't know, just whatever you have going on in your life. I want to manifest Gojo's resurrection. Let's do it. Okay, so to be completely honest with you, I do not follow Jujutsu Kaisen, but I assume he's died. Which sounds like a bad thing, you know? But, you know, for plot reasons, we can make him come back. So, may Gojo come back to life and resurrect and come back into the Jujutsu Kaisen world. May Gojo go through whatever training that they need to go through in the heavens or hell or wherever they are right now. May they receive the lessons that they are meant to receive. May they become the person that they are meant to become, evolve and grow and power up. May Gojo return to the plot and come back with gifts for all who have waited for him to come back for so long, and for all his fans to be loved, to be cared for, and to be reassured that Gojo will return. Hold that intention, and it shall be true. Yeah, that's how that works. Gotta go. All right, have a good time, Void Eater. Currently working on 2 books, editing one before hiring an editor. Self-publishing. Oh my gosh, and a quarter way writing another book? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I think that's incredible. Like writing a book, 2 books, maybe multiple books. Yeah, and going through that journey of just sharing your story. I think that's really incredible for you, you know? What is your book about? Thank you for the follow, Garbin fellow. Welcome in, welcome in. Multiple books. Your brain is weird how it works. What is it that you want to achieve with these books? If there is anything you want to achieve, or maybe you just write just to write, and that's wonderful as well. But are you trying to get across like a big story, or is just like writing just something you just like love to do? Or maybe you do want to like have your own books on like a New York Times bestsellers list, or yeah. What might it be? I think I want to write a book someday too. I think I'm more interested in writing a memoir. I feel I've had a lot of interesting things happen in my life. And my whole journey with meditation as well has been a lot of healing. And I think there's a story there. one you're editing, it's a slow burn horror where a group travels to Japan to a historical Japanese village where a demon that looks either male or female is a humanoid doll that spirits people away. Ooh. No need to apologize. That's great. Wow. I can sort of like imagine that already, that setting. So you're writing horror, so you're trying to get across this feeling towards people who are reading it. Maybe to scare them, but maybe there's also a bigger message too. Any sort of like themes. The wonderful things about books is, of course, they transport you to these like other worlds, and they also reveal to you about yourself as well, like the things that maybe you've gone through, to see them through another light, whether it's through certain themes or just evoking just other possibilities that you didn't think were possible. I'm also a pretty big reader myself. I'm at like 30 books this year right now. 34-ish. I don't read much horror, but I tend to read like memoirs or like spiritual sort of like self-help philosophy. A lot of like queer fantasy, queer science fiction, or like Asian fantasy, Asian sci-fi, or queer Asian sci-fi, queer Asian fantasy. There's like, I feel it's like a golden age right now for like all these like types of like off-genre stuff. The other one you're currently writing is a psychological horror of a woman who wakes in a place she has no recollection of how she got there or her name, surrounded by an ocean of blood that has no feeling, no cold or hot, like it doesn't exist. She wanders and comes across a red pyramid and sees another person who looks identical to her, wearing all black. You started as a way to deal with grief when you lost your cat this past January. Cat makes an appearance in this story too. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your cat, but I think it's really beautiful that you found a way to bring them back and to memorialize them in this way. Like, these memories or these stories are how you can sort of continue their lives, right? Yeah, and I love that you engage with this as a way of processing your own feelings. I'm curious in the process of like writing this and telling that kind of story, do you learn anything about yourself, right? Like, did you find that when you are able to write about grief in this way, has that opened up any sort of like new feelings or realizations for you? Thank you for the follow on the eggy. We love eggs here. What's fun is that the characters, while all similar in physical appearance, they're all distinctly different and go by titles since none of them can remember their name. I've read the first chapter and posted online for folks to listen if they like. Ooh. Yeah, you're welcome to share the link here, actually. I'd be curious to look at that. Let's go to bed. Good night, Mono. Thank you for being here, always. You a lot in sorting your own feelings. It's not your first loss by far, sadly, but this hit you the hardest as she's been with you through a lot of hardship and family death. Yeah. I think it's beautiful that you gave yourself this space, this time to mourn, but then also that you were able to turn those feelings into a work of art, right? And by that process of turning it into art, it has also expanded you and changed you. And so it's always through these sort of like big changes in our lives where we're able to like learn a little bit more about what we hold close to our lives, what we really care about. But then also just be able to, learn how to be human. Just like feel the things that we're meant to feel in here. And I think it's through that, just like the lives that we live, we're meant to learn certain lessons. And that's why each of us have different types of lives. Some of us have to learn to go through like greed or anger, or of course in this case, loss, right? When we go through big losses like that, it teaches us what we really care about, or the things that are really important to us. And because we had something at one moment of time and then move on to another moment of time without that, we expand in that way where we have to learn of what it's like to live without that thing. And so we become attached, but we also have to unlearn that attachment too. And I think that's really beautiful. So if anyone else is dealing with loss too, I hope each of you learn about your own attachments and understanding those stories, continuing those stories too, and letting it be known that you cared so deeply for these people, for these things, for these places. And I'm sure they too also cared for you. also life continues too. And what a gift it was to be able to share that time with each other. Some of us have the privilege to be able to experience living together, sharing that time more than others. And sometimes when we lose something important to us, we see like what we take for granted or how we wish we could spend more time. Or sometimes we did spend enough time, and that's wonderful too, right? But all of it, it's all happening. We're all learning through it. Find some people don't like horror, we always found it a way to come to terms with darker feelings and emotions. There are several characters that will be introduced that hold these aspects of such emotions, and it's also in first person how the main character, dubbed Woman in White because of her white dress, and what she thinks and feels, which is good to explore as horror doesn't always mean to be a type of monster in a physical sense. That's what we feel with this story. Wow, it's really beautifully put. Yeah, I mean, the nature of horror, right, is that it's about something scary or unsettling. And a lot of that is, or the heart of just like what we're most often scared of in life is actually ourselves. And the feelings and emotions within us that we don't know how to speak about or make sense of. It's really that unknown that just sort of shakes us. But when you do become to be able to know about it, when you are able to speak those or make sense of those emotions and learn about it, then I think from there, that's also how we grow as humans too. Was sharing is in the Inspire section? Yeah. That's the Discord. Yeah, thanks for asking. The Inspire is just like a general sharing stuff. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Appreciate you writing so thoughtfully about that, and yeah, you're just like showing your own sort of journey through that. I think it takes a certain type of vulnerability and a certain type of courage to be able to engage with those feelings in that way. not a spoiler, but there's a character that turns into a monster, and I find it represents when we let grief completely consume us body and soul, and it can be scary to fight against. Both physical and mental grief does strange things to do. Yeah, I can imagine. I've been very fortunate myself that I haven't experienced any sort of great loss within the last like 10-15 years. I think at least 15 years actually now. But when it does come, oh man, I know it's gonna hurt. But in some ways too, I want to be sure I can show up for that when it does happen, and give those feelings the attention that it does deserve, you know? Like, you don't want to rush through grief. You don't want to try to bury it or hide it either, of course. You have to let it take its course. I think I'm gonna switch to the chimes now for a little bit. Thanks for sharing the link. I'll definitely give it a listen, or read, or whatever format it's in. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for sharing so much about what's going on with you. It was lovely to hear about your story. May you have a restful sleep. Have a wonderful weekend, too. Thank you for the follow, Puffin M. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the sound bath. Reminds you of sitting on your grandparents' porch when he was little, listening to the wind chimes. That's such a beautiful memory you have. I'm glad I could evoke that for you. Yeah, these wind chimes are really special. Such a pleasant, calming sound. This is maybe only like the fourth time I've used them on stream. I'm still getting the hang of it. All right. I think I'll conclude the sound bath there. I'm going to finish off with a meditation to send you the best wishes and intentions for sleep. If you'd like to join me with this meditation, maybe you're already laying in bed, but it's gonna hopefully give you lots of rest. And then so tomorrow or the weekend, you'll be able to really enjoy it all. Thank you for listening. That was really nice. I had a lot of fun playing with them. I got into like a really good flow. To be honest, I actually really like it when like chat is like very still, because then I just get into it, you know? I mean, it's great when people are chatting too, but like it's sometimes nice to be able to like not have a distraction, you know? So, we're gonna hop into meditation. If you haven't done this before, it's real easy. Just sit comfortably or lay comfortably. Tune into my voice. You can close your eyes if you find that helpful. I mean, this is a sleeping meditation, so you might as well close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Let all your worries from the day melt away. We take one last deep breath in. And out. Start noticing the stillness, the sound of the water, the sound of silence. Start tuning into the warmth and coziness of just being comfortable and safe and held. The connection between your body and the chair or bed. Inviting in a heaviness, a weight, and letting it sort of just cover you like a blanket. Maybe there already is a blanket on top of you. And so noticing where those contacts are, where the sheet is on your skin, or is on your clothes, and then on your skin, where it might just be wrapping you, holding you like a baby. And this warmth and this weight is protecting you. There's nothing out there that can hurt you. You are just with this peace, with this safety, with this cozy, comfortable place. And as we enter a more deeper rest, a deeper sleep, we prepare ourselves for the next day. We congratulate ourselves for a job well done. We are grateful for a beautiful day that we got to experience. Maybe we saw and talked to some friends. Maybe we walked outside and saw some beautiful trees, flowers, nature. Or even if we just sat inside all day, we rested, we relaxed, and we took things slowly. So no matter what you did today, just give your body thanks that it took you through the journey that you got to experience today. You got to experience so much, feel so much, do so much. And what a gift that was. We're so grateful that we are alive and we got to experience everything that we get to experience. It's part of our journey of learning what it means to be human, to just be and exist. Every moment, every feeling is a teacher. And so we integrate those lessons so that tomorrow we may be more kinder, gentler, and softer, so that we can unlearn that which no longer serves us anymore, and invite in the abundance, the wisdom, the peace that has always been available to us. And maybe we have some goals, some things we'd like to accomplish, achieve, or do. But let those be in the future and just be here right now. Give attention to what's in front of you, one small step at a time. And in order to get to that far distance place, it means being rested, restored, replenished. And that all just happens through rest, a deep, deep, deep rest. And so stay cozy in this space. Let it warm you. Let it hug you. Just let it be everything that it wants to be for you. Do not resist. Just be open to receive, to accept this beautiful gift, the gift of sleep, A sleep that will be so deep, so luscious, so relaxing, so restorative, that you will wake anew. And then when you wake anew, you'll do whatever it is that you do. And it will be amazing, it will be beautiful, it will be precious. And with that, may we rest, 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 rest. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. All right. Sleepy, 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 sleepy. Is there anyone to send to raid? How about Remy? Raid Remy. Oh yeah. Thank you for spending your lovely, lovely time with me. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed this little sound bath. I'm really grateful that Coma sent you all over. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day, weekend. I hope to see you again soon. Wow. Okay. Raid. Remy VT. I spelled it right. And just enter the stream just to make sure. It's like chill. Okay. Yeah. Remy's it's kind of like dog or animal. Has ears, but they have a cute model. So Radian. Yeah. If you wanna follow the socials, they're there. The Discord, we do like gratitude every 3 days, so there's like a reminder to like send a message about what you're grateful for. It's one of my favorite things to like see what is going on through there. And then usually there's like a notification about stream, usually the same day of, but it's a little bit more of a warning than Twitter. So if you want to go through the there, that's cool. Plan to be posting some shorts on YouTube pretty soon as well. But yeah, lots of things coming, but slowly. I kind of just do things when I feel like it. There's no real schedule. Other than that, there's also a raid message. May all beings be happy. If you want to share the raid message when you head off to Remy's, it's cool too. All right. Good night. Take care. Thank you so much. What a privilege to be able to do this for you all. And see you all next time.